Alright, YouTube, right here I got a PlayStation controller and I got a copy of Grand Theft Auto 5. And why do I got this? I just dropped the kids off. It's a little bit after 8 o'clock. I dropped the kids off, got back home, and I decided I got some downtime. I'm going to go ahead and play the game. But you're a fitness channel. I know. I went to the gym. I went to the gym at about 2 o'clock in the morning. I worked out somewhat. But then I realized that I shouldn't be there right now. Why? Because my workout was trash. And yes, you're gonna have good days, you're gonna have bad days, you're gonna have days you're gonna be up, and you're gonna have days you're gonna be down. And sometimes you're gonna have a day like I had at the gym. So I'm gonna explain all that before I tell you about the title of this video. I read the title of this video. But one thing that I do when I cannot work out is I know I need rest. And I call this hibernation and PlayStation. You can't beat that combination. All right. So when I went to the gym, tried the squat. I did a squat, did my little warm up, did everything I was supposed to do starting off. I even took my pre-workout, all that. I just wasn't feeling it. And sometimes people say just push through. Sometimes that's good advice. Sometimes that's what's going to get you hurt, and sometimes that's also going to help you keep you from recovering. All right. So building muscle, building strength requires recovery. All right, and recovery comes from rest. Not only, mostly when you sleep, but not only when you sleep, when you got some downtime. All right, I gotta go to work tonight, and my lady at work, my kids at school, I got the crib to myself. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna play the game. But before I play the game, I want to tell somebody about something. Grand Theft Auto 5, right? This is Grand Theft Auto 5. Grand Theft Auto 6 just dropped a new trailer talking about a more extended look, a deeper look into Grand Theft Auto 6, right? So a lot of people are going to start playing 5 again. I just started playing 5 again a couple months ago. And I'm going to tell a lot of people you're going to be rusty. It's going to be fun for everybody, especially the people that been on it. Because you just coming back in, you're going to be like a sitting duck. You're not going to be able to hang with them. Or somebody that's mediocre like me, I'm going to seem like an elite. You know what I'm saying? But also, we're going to talk about getting on the grind. All right? Getting on the grind, getting your money up. One of my best ways of getting my money up besides heist. All right? I just really started doing heist. Besides heist, all right, is horse racing. Horse racing is a quick way to either make money or lose money. Because I know somebody gonna say you can lose money, but to have a strategy. So I just cashed in. I made a video about it. I just cashed in 6 million chips, which gave me $6 million. Right? How did I get 6 million chips? None of the other casino stuff I was even messing with. Just strictly horse racing. And I want to tell you my strategy because I've been trying to tell people in bits and pieces, short videos and everything. But I want to tell you because it's showing the videos and showing the numbers and all that. But without doing it, I want to tell you in person like this. You know what I'm saying? For those who are not into Grand Theft Auto, and I be accidentally calling it Gran Turismo, which I need to get back into that Gran Turismo 7. I got it, and I'm still in the beginning, all right? And I got it when it came out. So I'm a busy man. I'm not really a gamer like I want to be. A lot of people, you a grown man, you be playing games. Dude, I am way behind on almost everything. I ain't even beat the first or the second Spider-Man. I ain't beat Miles Morales. None of that. I didn't beat it. I started it, ain't even finished. I ain't even beat Red Dead Redemption 2. I ain't even put a dent in it. I didn't even get that far in the latest Uncharted, all right? A lot of games, all right? Did I beat Crash Bandicoot? No, I don't think we got very far. Me and the family was playing that, so we take turns or whatever. So most of the games I be playing, before I get to the topic, most of the games I be playing, we be playing 4-player games or games we can pass the joystick and the controller or whatever. And me, my lady, my daughter, and my son, either 4 players or Ninja Turtles or Crash Racing or something like that. A lot of 1-player games, I was like, you know what I'm saying? I worked 12 and a half hours swing shift, day shift, 2 weeks, Night shift 2 weeks. I work out. I do videos about working out, teach people about weight loss. Let's get to the topic, all right? All right, enough of that. What you want to do, step one, we're going to get to it. Somebody mark this and put in the comments. This is where he started talking about it. Step one, do not just go into horse racing. Get your chips. You can buy 20,000 chips. It's going to cost you $20,000. Do not take them 20,000 chips and go play horse racing. Stack them. Your visitor bonus, stack that. It's 1,000. So you got 21,000. Boom. Do not play yet, all right? Because you might lose that. You want to stack. You want to stack at least 100,000 chips before you start playing, right? And when you start playing, now you might want to talk to your doctor or somebody before you do this, because you can lose, all right? Even with this strategy, you can lose. And the more you can go with more than 100,000 chips, 200,000 chips, 150,000 chips, whatever. All right. So before you start playing, and you can lose, but the odds of you losing are slimmer than the odds of you eventually winning. All right. So if you get into your feelings about losing a few times and give up, you just lost some chips for no reason. All right. So you might want to talk to your doctor, evaluate something. And I'm not telling you what to do. This is just because you're going to get in your feelings. All right. You done saved up all these chips all this time. All right. So disclaimer. All right. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm telling you what I do. All right. So what I do, stack your chips and then go and start playing the dumbest bets. Like what I mean by the dumbest bets, the ones with the worst odds, the ones that give you the most money, the ones that give you, give or take, 300,000 chips if you win. The slim chance of you winning. Very slim chances. Like the stupid money and the, I can't even think all the names right now. You know the names. If you play the game, you know the names, all right? We're not going to get into all that. Those are the ones you want to pick. And then you're going to lose. Then you pick them again, you're going to lose. And you want to put the bet all the way to 10,000. You can bet 10,000, right? Boom. Every time you lose in 10,000. That's why you want a lot stacked up. The odds of, especially if you got 200,000, the odds of you losing 20 times. No. 10 times is 100,000. Yeah, the odds of you losing 20 times before winning one, don't get me wrong, it can happen. I've done it, and it does not feel good. You'd be mad as heck. But what I would do, also me personally, I'm not telling you what to do. If you mess your game up, I don't know what's going to happen, all right? Me personally, this is what I do. And it doesn't always work. Sometimes they still take your chips. If I'm losing a bunch and I want to bail out, I just cut the game off. Cut the game off. I don't go through the motions, and I just cut the game off. When I'll cut it back on later, I usually have my chips still. Does that mess up anything? I really don't know. All right? So I'm not telling you to do that. That's what I do. I've done it, and it'll always work. All right? So, but the odds of you not getting that 300,000 chips before you even lose 100,000 chips is slim, very slim, possible. But what you do is, when you do win, this is a rule that I usually break myself. What I do is, if I win, I go cash from in. Last time I didn't, because I wanted to prove a point. I saved up to $6 million worth of chips, and I cashed it on camera. All right? So, and this is all video game money for those who don't play video games. This ain't real money, all right? So, you know, if it was, I'd be doing this way more often, all right? So, what I'm saying is, I will cash it in. That way I won't lose it. Or I'll keep some. Let's say I win 300,000. I cash 200,000, keep 100,000. Either play back with that, or stack back up a little bit and then play. And then continuously do that. You know what I'm saying? You making millions. Now, is that better than heist? Yes and no. If you're losing, no. But I guarantee you, let's say a heist that can give you $600,000. right? You got to go through all these missions, go over here, go over there, do this, beef with these guys, do that with these guys, and blah blah blah, and you got that 600,000. There's plenty of times I've won millions in that amount of time. Plenty of times. Not all the time, but plenty of times. It's not a guarantee. Even like I say, even with this strategy, it is not a guarantee. This strategy is not guaranteed, but it gives you a better chance. I'm telling you what I'm doing. And if you do it and you lose, that doesn't mean the strategy doesn't work. All right. There's a lot of challenges going on in the world. Like it's a dude, Dante London. He got a lot of controversy right now because back in the days he made a video talking about YouTube is easy and the Dante London challenge and this and that and third. A lot of people tried it. It didn't work for them. They got mad at him. I tried it. It didn't work the way he was saying it was gonna work or the way I thought it was gonna work. My expectation wasn't that high, but it did help me out a little bit. So at the end of the day, this advice can help or hurt your cause. All right, it can. I'm just throwing it out there. I'm gonna be honest up front. So when you lose, don't get mad at me. You know what I'm saying? I'm just throwing out a suggestion. All right. So that's how I win in horse racing. That's how I've won millions of chips, which converts into dollars. There's times I won a bunch and got greedy and broke my rule of going to cash them in and just kept playing. Or I would do something like this, and this works too. I play them dumb bets, and then I'd be like, I'm gonna play a bunch of smart bets, play a bunch of little bets, the bets that most likely win, the ones with the better odds that pay less, but I'm gonna stack up some chips like that, and then I'm gonna start playing back the bad bets. That's part of my strategy too. After I done cashed in about 2/3 of the money, you know what I'm saying? After you can pick and choose and finagle however you want to cash in some money. But my advice is cash in some of that money. That way you ain't leaving empty-handed after you done already recommended. You feel me? So, yeah, man. That's one way of making money. You got other ways of making money, all your businesses and all that. I'm still learning a bunch of stuff, so I don't really know that much about that. I got my horse racing strategy ironclad. It might sound simple, but that's what it is. It's simple. That's what I do. But I make the dumbest bets, but I don't make those dumb bets with just $20,000, 20,000 chips, because you can only bet twice. And the odds of you, and there's times that I picked a dumb bet and won the first time, but I guarantee I could probably count on my hands if I can remember that good how many times I've done that out of the millions of times that I play horse racing. Most likely you pick stupid money or scrawny nag or whatever. I don't remember the names of the horses. All right, I don't remember all of it. I used to. If I was playing, if I was thinking right, if I wasn't making a video, trying to multitask, it's hard to think when you're making videos. I do fitness, and fitness is just a bunch of numbers. You got your calories, you got your reps, you got your sets, you got your blah, blah. It's all numbers, all right? All right, it's just all numbers, right? Men lie, women lie, numbers don't. It's all numbers, but it's simple math, right? Calories in, calories out, or you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of. I got fitness videos to teach you these things, all right? You want to learn them things. You want to learn how to lose over 100 pounds. You watch my fitness videos, but this is a relaxing video. So my point is, there's times that I'm trying to make a point. There's times that I was explaining a fitness equation, and I'm on camera and I'm saying the most simple math, and I watched the video back and I got the math all wrong, because it's harder to do things like that while you're doing things like this. All right, it just is. You're multitasking. If I'm talking to you in person and on camera, it's not the same thing as me talking to a camera. All right, so and also I'm gonna throw in a bonus right here. YouTube is going through a lot of changes. All right, so a lot of people that watch me are YouTubers. A lot of people that want to do YouTube. A lot of people don't like the changes that's going on. I'm gonna make a full video about my thoughts on this. But since y'all watched this video this long, I'm gonna give y'all what I think on this. I'm gonna make another video where I actually, go into this a lot deeper of what I feel. And this off the top of my head, I feel like it's actually gonna make YouTube easier. And I'm not talking about the Dante London challenge or nothing like that. I'm just talking about what I think about that. 8,000 hours going to be easier than 4,000 hours. That don't make sense. Repping time, that's double the hours. I know. And I'm not speaking for everybody when I say it's going to be easier. I'm not saying it's going to be easier for everybody. I don't think it's going to be easier for somebody who is just starting. I don't think it's going to be easier for somebody who haven't been grinding. I just think it's going to be easier for most people who are more than a third of the way there. All right. And why am I saying that? Because that's not the only rule that they're changing. They're also changing what counts as a view. And when I first heard that, I thought that sounded bad because, okay, if I get a lot of views but not a lot of duration, that's gonna make it look like my channel sucks and da da da. Okay, but at the same time, you get a lot of views, it's gonna push it out to more people, and you got more chances. It's up to you how you make your videos. All right, me, I try to talk to people like this, and people that like to get talked to like this, face to face, like you're here with me. They like that. They appreciate it. They come and watch more views, more videos, and I appreciate the people that's watching me. Thanks for liking and subscribing. But what I'm saying is, it's gonna make it easier for the people who wants to watch your content, find your content. All right, and that many views is going to add up to those hours. You know what I'm saying? And I'm speaking on people that's probably past 2,000 hours or more. You know what I'm saying? If you're not at 2,000 hours yet, just get on the grind. Get on the grind. A lot of people are scared to get in front of the camera. You can make faceless videos. A lot of people feel like they have writer's block or they have me. I freestyle my videos. I ain't wrote a word that I said in this whole video. And everybody got different talents, whatever. But it's like this. Like with that, I feel like everything is content. All right. Sometimes you can go outside of your niche, in my opinion. I'm not telling you what to do on your videos. I'm just saying, me personally, I do fitness. This ain't a fitness video, but it kind of is because I said relaxing and recovering is part of fitness. It is. It's the opposite. It's like you got to work and you got to chill. You have to do both. You do all work, you're not going to build the muscle that you want to build because they're never going to recover. It comes from the recovery, right? You got to give your muscles a reason to recover, and you got to recover. They come back stronger, right? Same thing with dieting, all right? If I'm always in a caloric deficit and I done lost the weight and I'm still in the that's bad. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta have your refeeds, you gotta have your cheat days, sometimes you gotta live your life, you know what I'm saying? But you gotta have a balance. And I teach that. But that's the same thing what I'm talking about here. So you might have your niche. Your videos might be about putting on makeup or braiding hair or walking dogs or whatever. Something might pop up. This Grand Theft Auto thing is hot right now. You know what I'm saying? Grand Theft Auto thing is hot right now. So some people that want to step outside of their niche, this is probably a perfect opportunity. You know what I'm saying? So I'm about to go play real quick because I got some things to do on there. You know what I'm saying? I got some things. I be looking up how to do things and I be trying things. Some things I get straight off back and some things I don't. Sometimes I look up things, I'm lost and I don't know how to find something, how to find this and this. You know what I'm saying? And somebody made a video about it. But also that goes back to what I'm saying about content. All right, so a lot of people don't know what to make. You can make a video about anything. Everything is content. You can type in, not telling you what to do. I mean, if I typed in anything, somebody made a video about it, somebody went viral on it, somebody made lots of money. I could type in wiping windows. I guarantee you somebody made a viral video about wiping windows. Will it work for everybody? No, I don't think so. But at the same time, I don't believe in luck, but I do think that things happen, all right? Some people accidentally go viral, all right? I remember back in the days, there was this girl. I don't even know if she still do it or not. But it was this girl, she was living in her van, this lady. She was living in her van, young lady. She had a snake, and she was talking about living in her van. And it was her first or second video, something like that. Millions of views. A lot of people say, oh, because she was pretty. There's a lot of pretty people that make videos. There's a lot of guys that look a certain way, women that look a certain way, they got certain things, and dudes might be strong and buff and ripped, and they still don't go nowhere. It wasn't just about that. It could have been partially, but nobody go viral just because of that. Nobody does, all right? I just think things go around and come around. The algorithm goes over here and over there, and you might hop in at the right time or wrong time. You built your audience. That's the main thing you gotta worry about, is building your audience. Come in front of this camera or behind the camera or however you do it. Be yourself. Say what you gotta say. Say what you mean what you say. Be as honest as possible, because people can see through fakeness, and eventually they'll expose you. And you don't want that. You might go crazy, and then something happen, and then you know what I'm saying, it's all gone because somebody said this and pointed out something that you said. Me personally, and sometimes you can change your mind about things. Like, you go to my old videos, there's things that I said back then that I truly believed in, that I don't believe in now, or they could have been this way, or they could have. Why don't you erase the videos? Because still, like, that's the truth for somebody. Like, there's times that, for example, there's times that I changed my diet, the way I dieted. I mean, I go with the flow of my diet a lot of times. Sometimes I'm real strict on fasting. Sometimes it worked, and sometimes I dieted down and didn't fast at all, and it still works. I'm saying, like, I don't fly the flag for any type of diet. I just do what I do, and I does what I does. Cause you don't want to. What am I talking? It's the end of the video, man. Comment, like, subscribe, and share. You want more explanation about that confusion at the end? Watch my dieting videos. Type in Reptile Fitness dieting workout. Type in Reptile Fitness and anything that pertains to fitness, and I made a video about it. And if that's what the comment section is for, if I did make a video about it, comment below, and I either point a video out that I already made that fits the bill, or I'm about to make another one if it's good enough topic. I've done that before. All right, so comment, like, subscribe, share, let me know. Peace.